Hi, I'm Veronica Vance. Coming up, we chill out at Rochester's Fire and Ice Festival, check out the ladies of Motown, and then we tour the Holocaust Memorial Center, so stay tuned.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.
Look at the crowded sidewalks behind me. I'm at another great wintertime event in the D. It's the Rochester Fire and Ice Festival. They've got all kinds of great activities. It's a wonderful family event, and best of all, so much of the event is free. Well, as you walk along Main Street, every store in front of it has an ice sculpture. They had people out here carving them earlier, and now just Main Street is full of ice sculptures. So look at this one. We have Stonehenge right here. Very nice. Bonjour tout le monde. This one says hello. I like it.
There'll be 20, 30,000 people at least here by the time weekend's done.
I love it. I love it too that you're giving it for free.
Yes, this is not a taxpayer's expense. That can't be done without sponsors. There's about 10 sponsors that pool together, make this thing happen, and that's why it can be done for free. It's a family event, and the kids love it.
This is so much fun. It's a nice warming station. People come and just, I don't know, get some camping fun in the middle of winter. What a neat idea.
Kids and adults love it both. It's really great, yeah.
So it's not only marshmallows, you're making s'mores
We're
too?
making s'mores.
Wow. Campfire fun in the middle of winter.
Well, I think what's great about this event is that, especially with winter activities, you want to be able to go out and do something with your family that's free, wouldn't cost you more maybe than a cup of cocoa. So we've got the tubing run. We have 3 runs this year because it's so popular, including new double tubes for people with small kids to come down. But we have ice skating. We have dog sled rides. We have cross-country snowshoeing. We have a nice taste fest, so you can go in and get some soup, get something sweet, get something warm to drink, and then come back out. The only thing you need to do if you want to come down and skate is to bring your own ice skates. And that's it. It's really just a fun time out with the family to come and enjoy downtown.
And then, of course, the fire part of the Fire and Ice Festival is
the fireworks. Yes, it is absolutely fantastic. It's about a 15-minute show that goes on each night on Friday and Saturday. It's absolutely incredible. And if you haven't seen fireworks in the winter, to see it reflecting off the snow, it's absolutely gorgeous.
And is there a typical time that it usually is? It's always like, what, the last January weekend? And
it is. It's always the last weekend in January, Friday, Saturday, and then 2 years ago we added Sunday, which has been really popular.
Well, I'm going to get off to the festivities and have some more fun.
Go get on it too.
Well, it's got to be fun if all these people are waiting to have their turn. Definitely a sign that it's a good time. These double inner tubes are really nice too, because if you have little ones that are a little too young to go down alone, you can always take them down with you. How much fun is this? You can come out here and try your hand at cross-country skiing or snowshoeing, and the best part is you don't have to bring your own or rent them. You just sign them out like you're taking out a book from the library and turn them back in. Right here's where you get fitted for your cross-country skis. We've got Oakland County Parks out here making sure it's a nice fit. So what's her name?
This is Sophia.
Sophia, she's beautiful. Is she's one of the dogs that take people around? Or?
It is. She's one of 27 we brought.
Wow.
Yes. Conditions were great today. It was a beautiful day for us. It was a little warm for the dogs, but the dogs had fun. It's like a summer day for them.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Well, they're just beautiful.
Well, thank you so much.
So look how fabulous this is. There's no cost to come out on the ice rink. You just bring your own skates and your sense of adventure, and you're out, up off the couch having fun, out in the wintertime enjoying the fresh air, skating for free. And in the evening, they turn on all the lights from the big bright light show. So if you missed it during the holidays, don't worry, they turn them on again for the Fire and Ice Festival. So once they they turn on the lights, as you can see, it brings the crowds out in full force. Everybody's walking the streets. It feels so electric, but all the restaurants and retail are open too. So if the warming stations aren't enough, you can always go in, grab a bite, or do a little shopping. So what do you guys think about the Fire and Ice Festival?
It's wonderful. It's cold, but it is wonderful.
I see he's been enjoying his hot chocolate.
Sure.
Hi, how do you like the lights? They're bright and colorful and pretty. Well, so you guys did
Christmas lights.
Yeah, I know, and it's after Christmas. How cool is that? I think everybody should come here and experience this, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he said it best, right? Yeah. And of course, one of the most popular venues here at the Fire and Ice Festival is the warming tent behind me. It's the Taste Fest and the beer tent all in one. You can go in, get a bite to eat, warm up, and then come back out and enjoy the ice part of the festival. Girls having fun out here?
Yeah.
What's been your favorite thing?
The sledding hill.
Did you guys go together or separate?
Separate.
And who won?
We went at different times.
Oh, you didn't get to race, but it is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's cold. Yeah, but you can go in and warm up in the tent.
Uh-huh.
What's a Taste Fest without great things to taste? We've got the wild wings behind us. We've got the Chomp Deli and Grill. They're giving out nice warm soup, holy cannolis for dessert, and of course, Rochester Mills Beer Company. They're giving out the beer.
Pointed out my flaws again as if I don't already see them.
I walk my head down, trying to block you out. Will never impress you. And how neat is this? They have live entertainment. Like these girls behind me, they're called True Sings, and they range in age from 12 to 14. They're amazing, and it's a free concert.
Someday I'll be big enough so you can't hit me.
3, 2, 1.
Wow.
I like the fireworks because it's pretty cool, and especially that part, it was really loud. And that part was exciting, right?
Well, what a way to put a fire in a Fire and Ice. Who thinks of watching fireworks in the middle of winter? Remember, the last weekend of every January, Rochester's Fire and Ice Festival. It's great family fun. Woo!
Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, hey, Mr. Postman.
Hey, that unmistakable Motown sound. I'm at Hitsville, USA, right here in Detroit, where it all began.
Please, Mr. Whoa, yeah.
Walk the same floors where the legends walked. See where it all began. Check out the engineering room. Do your best Supremes or Temptations song or dance in Studio A. Plus see a whole bunch of mind-blowing memorabilia.
Say, is there a letter?
The Velvelettes, Needle in a Haystack. The Supremes, I Hear a Symphony. Heat Wave by Martha and the Vandellas, all part of Motown girl groups, the Grit, the Glamour, and the Glory.
We're really proud of this new exhibit that we have, girl groups, the Grit, the Glamour, the Glory. And it's about the glorious part of being a star at Motown and all the wonderful things they got to do on stage and recording, but also the grit, you know, the tough part of it too. We showcased the 5 female groups that were part of Motown's history: the Andantes, the Marvelettes, the Velvelettes, the Supremes, and the Vandellas. And one thing that we're really proud about in this exhibit is not only were we able to give equal billing to each group, but we also were able to showcase a group who before now did not get as much exposure, the Andantes.
Andantes, yeah.
Yes. You know, they recorded on more than 20,000 Motown songs. When you hear songs like I Can't Help Myself, or Reach Out, I'll Be There by the Four Tops, or Standing in the Shadows of Love, or some of Marvin Gaye's greatest hits like How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You. That's the Andantes back there with those angelic high background voices.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. So those three young ladies, Lavaine Demps, Marlene Berlow, and Jackie Hicks. And they were so much in demand as background singers. Unfortunately, they did not get a chance to get any of the glamour and the glory, except for the fact that they were able to stay fully engaged for the entire time that Motown was here. So they were always in demand. Here we have the Marvelettes. So they came down, auditioned, were not successful the first time. No. They came back with a song called Please Mr. Postman. #1 hit the first time. You can see in different times in the Marvelettes' history, there were 3, there were 4, there were 5 ladies in the group. See if you can pick out who might have been a Marvelette, and then a Velvelette, and then a Vandella. Okay? You're going to have to come down to the museum and see that.
We've got a challenge.
That's a little challenge there. Another group that we're very proud of, and they spend a lot of time down at the museum, are the Velvelettes. Had great songs like Needle in a Haystack, You Really Saying Something, These Things Will Keep Me Loving You. Those are some of their big hits. And they actually got a chance to tour with Dick Clark. And there's a picture, I believe, there of them with Dick Clark. Needs no introduction, the Supremes. You may not have known that there were originally 4 Supremes, Diane, Flo, and Mary, but Barbara Martin was the 4th Supreme. She decided she wanted to start a family also, and so she dropped out of the group. They had about 6 or 7 flops before Holland Dozier Holland came up with Where Did Our Love Go? And the interesting thing I've heard is that Diane did not like the song. That little bit of an attitude that she had is what made the song so special. And as you can see, it's not a Hollywood set. You know, it was very, very modest.
And it hurts so bad.
And then, of course, the Vandellas. And you notice we call it the Vandellas, even though everyone knows them as Martha and the Vandellas.
Right.
And obviously, Martha is a very special and integral part of that group, and she is the cause that there is Martha and the Vandellas. She was the first female lead to be pulled out before there was a Diana Ross and the Supremes. Their first song, Come and Get These Memories, which to this day is the only time that when a group performed on Dick Clark's American Bandstand, they got a standing ovation and an encore.
Wow.
Yes, of course they went on to do many hits, and then kind of our unofficial national anthem, Dancing in the Streets. So thank you, Martha. Thank you, Vandellas, for what you've contributed to Motown history.
Well, Alan, I want to thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for having us. We'd love to have you back again.
This is a great new exhibit, a great reason to come to the Motown Historical Museum if you haven't been here for a while. Girls and guys alike will love the exhibit. Motown girl groups, the grit,
The glamour,
the glory.
plenty of things to see and do in Metro Detroit this month, and our calendar of events is up next to point you in the right direction.
Beat the winter blues with a comedy at Meadowbrook Theater and a hilarious feel-good musical at City Theater. See the spectacular ice sculptures at Plymouth's Ice Festival and party in the pits at Detroit's Monster Truck Jam. Head to the Palace to see daring stunts by action sport athletes. Then stroll the Fox for culinary pairings with local wines. The Auto Show unveils the latest in automotive design, and Sesame Street Live can't stop singing at the Fox. Don't miss the weird and wonderful Addams Family musical. Then learn how to fix it yourself at the Home Improvement Show. Be dazzled by winter fireworks at Rochester's Fire and Ice Fest. Then get your blues on during Ferndale's Blues Festival. Green Day's rock opera premieres at the Opera House, and Mount Clemens Ice Carving Show has ice putt-putt golf and more. To learn of any changes, log on to visitdetroit.com or call 1-800-DETROIT.
The Holocaust Memorial Center in Farmington Hills is America's first of its kind, and the memorial's powerful and moving exhibits not only capture the horrors of the Holocaust, but how the vibrant Jewish culture prevailed over the unspeakable events.
What we are trying to do here is to cover the totality of human experience, its highs and its lows. Particularly in the Holocaust area, you will find people telling you the story from the very beginning, from 1933 on, what happened in Germany from 33 to 39, what happened from 39 to 41, what happened from 41 to 45. And you will find life experiences of people. Each place you are going to visit, you will find it very unique, very innovative, and most important, very informative.
Now this is the timeline. It actually spans 4,000 years, correct? But now, so this is just one cell segment
This is just one section. Yeah.
So there's really a lot. I mean, you could spend an hour just looking at this.
More
than an hour. This mural is beautiful.
It is. It's a very powerful mural.
Yeah.
It was created by a local person by the name of Anatoly Shapiro. He depicted the typical Jewish village or small shtetl that existed in Europe, especially before World War I. Very vibrant community, participating in almost every trade that you can imagine. This represents a Passover meal, which is called the Seder, that is done on Passover night, and you have the saying on top, which says, "This is the poor bread that our forefathers ate in the land of Egypt. Whoever is hungry, let them come in and eat. This year we are here. Next year, hopefully, we will be in the land of Israel. This year we may be slaves. Next year we'll be free." It's a remarkable place. I think it's unique in the world.
Well, Rabbi, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have so many interactive videos here that really teach you about the history, and they're so interesting.
17,000 Jews of Polish origin are expelled across the German-Polish border.
This is one of several theaters in the center that explain exactly what went on during the Holocaust and how they overcame.
This is the entrance to Dachau, the first concentration camp. And you see, it says Arbeit macht frei. It means if you work, you'll be free. Don't rock the cart too much.
Okay.
When we arrived, we discovered that we ourselves had to build this wall to wall ourselves in. Barbed wire was put on top. We were totally dependent on the outside world, and the outside world promptly forgot about us. You know, Veronica, a lot of people are afraid to come because they think that they're going to be depressed, and it's horrifying, and it is depressing and it's horrifying, but we like to think that they leave on a positive note, because while we dwell on the past, this isn't a history lesson, it's a future lesson, and we try to have people think of themselves as being empowered to take the responsibility to make a difference and make this a better world. This area is called the Abyss, and when the war was brought to a close and the liberators came into the camps with the media and photographs, the world could no longer deny what was going on.
So this is again showing the liberation.
What the liberators found when they came into the camps.
So when we leave the abyss, we're
walking up out of the darkness towards this memorial flame, which we like to think of as a symbol of hope.
Well, so Donna, we've come out of the dark and into the light. Now, what is this area called?
These are individual stories of children who were rescued. You know, of the 6 million Jews who were murdered, 1.5 million were young people under the age of 15, a whole generation that was lost. Wow. And I often wonder how many miracles were lost with them. So we come into the light, and we focus now on people who made choices that helped save lives. And every name on here is worthy of our respect.
Well, Donna, this is again a very powerful ending. The numbers of murdered Jews in each country, it's mind-boggling.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Well, Donna, thank you. Thank you. Very enlightening look.
Come again.
I will. To really get the full impact of the Memorial Center, you could easily spend 5 or 6 hours here, because everywhere you look, every little nook and cranny, there's something interesting, something that's going to teach you about what went on. This is rather haunting, but they've got this full wall full of file cabinets that tell you different killing methods that were used. This one's talking about gas chambers. We've got another one you can read about euthanasia programs.
We thought it was very appropriate that this building should stand out and be seen. It's a building that's enclosed in a very dark brick wall with wires around it. There's a bunch of very hard geometric forms.
Certainly inside the same thing happens, whereas the Heritage Museum is tall and a little more natural light, and then you descended down the ramp going down into the Holocaust Museum, and then you rise back up out into the more optimistic time and talk about the concept of righteousness.
The tale of the Holocaust is one of epic proportions, full of unnecessary evils, but also full of strength and courage, and the Holocaust Memorial provides an insightful and thought-provoking look into one of the darkest periods of human history.
Everywhere you look, in everything you see, a conscience so complete, a heritage so deep, and no one can resist when Smokey sings. And so we're letting you know, now get ready to go. It's all happening here. What's new in the D? Something you need to hear about Detroit City. You just gotta be here to truly believe what it's like in the D. It's all happening here, right here in the D. Something you need to hear about Detroit City. You just gotta truly believe what it's like in the D. It's all happening here. What it's like in the
Well, that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Veronica Vance. And remember, if you would like more information on any of the places we visited, log on to visitdetroit.com. So until I see you next time, go out and explore on your own and discover the D.
To learn about discounts and special offers for featured attractions, plus how to get copies of Visit Detroit magazine, click on visitdetroit.com.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.